Yes, hi, hello. So today we are going to be playing a little short indie horror game I found on itch.io. I'm sure you all know what that is. If not, it's an online site where you can get video games. They're often free, though you can leave a tip for the creator, but I'm broke, so yeah, can't really afford to buy video games. Today we're going to be playing The Hospital, which promises to be an atmospheric, story-driven short horror game. I will not hold you up any further, and I will meet you in the game. Okay, so this is The Hospital, and it is seeming appropriately creepy. I will warn you, I love playing horror games and watching horror movies, but I jump like a little bitch, so be prepared for my webcam to just full on fall off and you lose sight of me completely. Anyway, I won't delay this any longer. It's a bit loud for me. I'm wearing headphones, don't worry. I know how to do this. Just the brightness and using the bar above until you can barely see the word. I'm gonna keep it a bit brighter just in case it's different in post. Well, that is the creepiest breathing ever. Oh, I should probably read it out loud to you guys. I checked into this hospital last week, barely able to breathe. I paid a lot to get a private room, and I was lucky they managed to find one. There are no vacant rooms in the hospitals across the country, as the pandemic wreaks havoc. Yeah, trigger warning, this does deal with COVID. It's a pandemonium out there. So many sick, so many dying. I feel like I've become a number, a statistic. I think I'm growing sicker. I feel faint and weak all the time. Yesterday at night they had to increase my oxygen intake. Heard them talking about having to put me under to intubate me if my condition got worse. I was in hospital with COVID. It is not fun. What if I don't make it? It would be a horrible way to die, alone in this room. I was never a believer in God, or in heaven, or in hell. I wonder what happens to a person after they die. I've never really stopped to think about it until now. I guess I was too busy living life and chasing shadows to think about death. Having a bit of an existential crisis here, clearly. I'm feeling weak, so weak. I think I'll sleep now, can barely breathe. We're definitely gonna wake up and the world has ended. Fade to black. Okay, did I get out of the bed of my own accord, or have I teleported? Question answered. I did not get out of the bed. I'm up. How am I up on my feet? I can't remember getting out of bed. Me either, mate. But that's probably because I just don't get out of bed until very late in the day. Hint to walk around using the wires, to look with the mouse, observe your surroundings by clicking. Game saves automatically. Nice. Okay, autosave is my favourite thing in the world. All the TV ever played was news about the pandemic, about the daily death toll and the crashing economy. Whew. I told the nurse to turn it off and take the remote away. Watching TV as I whiled away those endless hours, struggling to breathe, only made everything seem worse. I'm just going to turn it down for myself a bit in my headphones, because it's very loud. Probably wouldn't be loud for most people, but autistic hearing. Chairs for visitors. Except being in quarantine, I had no visitors. That is the bit that really sucks about being in hospital at the moment with COVID. Well, everything about being in hospital sucks, but you can't have any visitors. My bed, it looks as if it was recently made. When did I get off it? Who came in and made it? I don't remember any of it. The rest of the room looks neat too, as if this room was recently vacated. I spent days on this bed struggling to breathe. Feels weird to be up and about. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Oh, is that a... No, just a hospital bed, okay. Or fancy little machine. Much fancier than the NHS ones. It's silent. I remember the doctor and nurses hooking me up to this thing. Its infernal beeping, the hiss of pumping oxygen. It's one of those terrifying things in a hospital. All the machines whose purpose you don't know. Well, if you look, you can see your blood pressure, your ease. I'm too familiar with hospitals, man. It's not a good thing. Do not become as familiar as me. Bathroom door appears to be locked. Well, yeah, because you've been in bed, so they'll just have a catheter in you to pump out the urine, because... Interesting. That person out there, maybe a doctor. They did not look like a doctor. I need to find out what's going on. Dude, you just said you're in quarantine. This breaks all the rules of quarantine. Where is everybody? When I checked in here, these corridors were full of activity all day and night, filled with nurses and doctors and patients. Yeah, something tells me you're not quite in the normal world anymore, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. Locked. Strange, there are no signs. I could swear there were signs beside these doors. Cardiology, obstetrics, radiology, etc. Why are the windows opaque? I can't see a thing through them. Almost like you are in some kind of hellish zone that is not of this planet. But who am I to judge? Yeah. Rough, man. Can I... No, cannot read that to save my life. Okay. When I checked in here, struggling to breathe, there were two harried but kindly nurses sitting behind this desk, answering calls, filing papers, welcoming patients. They sure had their hands full. Is this what hospitals are like in America? Because this is fancy as all hell. I mean, come on. No luck, yeah. Didn't these doors open out to a lobby with elevators? This would have been my way out, except it looks like I can't leave this way. Should probably find another way out, yeah. It's the sounds that scare me more than anything. I heard that door open and then it's the... Yeah, looks like exit is just not gonna work. I would just break down the doors, man. Just pull them. Wouldn't be strong enough to do it, but I'd try. Locked, that's odd. There are no room numbers on the door. I'm pretty sure I'd seen room numbers when I checked it. Yeah, you'd think. Otherwise they would get very confused very easily. Habum? No. Habuski? Nope. Oh, look, an open door. Definitely want to go in here. This is such a good idea. Fancy. Knock knock. Room service. Knock. HCA come in. No. Oh, dude. At this point, just go back to bed. Are these patient wards? Why are they deserted? There's got to be someone, a nurse or a doctor, who can help me and tell me what's going on. You'd think, but I don't think you're gonna find anyone, my dude. Well, you'll find someone, but it will be a demon. What? Someone on the other side of this door? I'm not gonna open that one, you know? Like, I'm okay opening the others, but the one that has banging in this definitely haunted hospital. Oh, I have to, don't I? It doesn't have a run button sprint toggle, by the way. This room looks just like the one I was in, except for the blood on the bed. But it's a mess. Really, that's what you noticed? Not the blood on the bed, it was the fact that things have been moved around. How awful, there's some kind of... It's blood! I guess the bed wasn't cleaned after the last patient departed. That figure. That sound came from out there. I really don't want to go back out. Can I just go piss? Come on. No. Okay. The figure I saw on the TV. It reminded me of... No, it can't be. I must be imagining things. Dude, I am not in your brain. Tell me what it is. Maybe that's what this whole thing is. Some lucid dream I'm having while my body lies in some kind of coma. That would be a reasonable assumption. But I don't know who you're talking about or what you're talking about, and that kind of annoys me, man. Come on. Tell me what's up. If this light breaks as I go under it, I'm gonna... under it, I'm gonna scream. I've done pretty well. I've just internally every time. So I am following some strange ghost lady through a weird, twisted version of a hospital. You know what? Why not? Knock knock. It's a really weird stretcher. I just looked up and saw feet. Oh my god, this is so gonna... I don't like it. Jesus Christ, no! Get the fuck out of him. Am I being led? Is someone toying with me? Am I being led? Sorry, I forget to read these things out loud. That figure I saw. It can't be her. Who? This is a dream, a nightmare, rather, in which I'm trapped. How can it be her? Who? I can't read your mind. But I think you might be a bit crazy, and that's coming from me. What did I say about the lights going out? Oh my god. Oh, I hate it so much. You know what? Let's just keep going through doors. What indeed, my man? What? How? How did I get here? I recognize this place. You do? The furniture and the way they're arranged? This looks like the apartment where we used to live, except everything looks abandoned and gone to rot. Did your girlfriend die in your apartment? There's something on the table there. First I'm gonna just... It can't be her. I can't see her face, but I'd know her anywhere. How is this possible? She's been dead for 4 years. Nia. I have a mutual on Twitter called Nia who is very, very, very pretty, and I'm very jealous of her. Off topic, but you know. Nia, is that you? That familiar silence. Oh, so she never answered you back. This is some monstrous dream. Memories of those horrific events 4 years ago are coming back to me. The doubt and the guilt have haunted me since. Could I have saved her life had I done things differently? And at what cost? Sorry for what happened, Nia. Only cold silence. What did she want? Nia? Am I going crazy? Or is this some fearful dream seated by my past while my body lies wasting away on a hospital bed? Okay, I'll actually look at it this time then. Nia, I remember this picture. We had taken it out by the beach just after yet another bitter fight. She was just 24, but by then she had already begun to show increasingly frightening signs of the mental illness that would like to consume her. Erratic, violent shifts in temperament, brooding silences, fixed stares, and obsession with my whereabouts, self-harm. I tried to get her to get help. She refused, and it was clear she was becoming a danger to both of us. I ended our relationship. And then it got worse, a lot worse. The phone calls, the stalking, the threats. And finally I woke up one night to find her standing over my bed, staring at me, her dark eyes empty and unreadable, her mouth stretched into a chilling grin. And when I saw what she was holding in her hand, I don't know what mental illness she was struggling from, but I don't think you can blame mental illness for trying to hurt people. It's not an excuse. This furniture, the couch, the tables, all props from the past I'd much rather forget. If this is a dream, how does it all feel so real? I can smell the rot of this place, a vile smell. None of this makes sense. This apartment is where she and I lived together before it all went to hell. Furniture from a forgotten past. How is this happening? My guess is it is not happening and you definitely are in a coma. Forget what I said about the hospitals being nicer than the NHS ones. This is... I'm joking. They're much nicer than this. What is this place? An NHS... No. The NHS is a lifesaver, don't get me wrong. Trust me, we'd be like... in so much debt for my medical care if we didn't have the NHS. It is one of the few things Britain does right. Even though we don't pay the workers enough. I'm getting too political here. There is a person on that stretcher. Oh, okay. Corpse. Who would abandon a dead body here? I do not know. The stench here is terrible. I should move on. If this thing sits up, I am gonna scream. Don't you fucking dare. Oh, they're closed. Oh my god, no. Okay, this is actually getting scary now. I told you I'd jump if this thing moved. She is doing this. I don't know how. She is toying with me. I must find a way out of this nightmare. And deep breaths. That is a lot of dead bodies. Stabbed in a body bag, so I can't tell. The one that we've seen before. Multiply stabbed. What the fuck is that? Yeah, you are nothing like my friend. She's gonna be right behind me. Oh, okay, this is actually getting scary now. Oh my goodness. Quality commentary. On that night, 4 years ago, when I woke up to find her standing over me, she was holding a knife. As I watched, she raised it and held it to her own throat. She said, "I don't want to live without you." Before she could hurt herself, I leapt at her, grappled the blade away, and subdued her till the authorities arrived. They put her away in an institute, a mental health hospital. And a week later, I got that terrible call. Can I just, like, not go into the door she did? Something tells me there is nothing good behind this door. Nia, oh god. Why did you do it? Why did you have to go like this? They told me that you wrote on the note your last words. What do you want from me, Nia? I did what I could. Why are you tormenting me? Guessing she blamed him, but... Aloha. Fancy meeting you here. Nia, what do you want from me? I think of that note you left, the last words you ever wrote. You wrote, "I'm never going to let you go." I know those words were meant for me. Is that what this is about? That if I'd done things differently, perhaps been more compassionate, you might still be alive? Can't blame yourself for this, man. Internally, I shrieked. What? I'm back in my room. How did I get here? Nia. The bed I was lying on, fighting for my life. Am I well? Am I well, or am I still trapped in this nightmare? I'ma go with still trapped in the nightmare. Still not working. Don't see God. Time seems to have not progressed at all since I first got on my feet. Is the bathroom empty? Open now? I really gotta poo, come on. Do I dare go out there? What will I find? A bustling hospital, smiling faces telling me I'm better and I can go home? I really don't think so. Or shadowy halls haunted by my past. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Am I in a coma, trapped in a body that is wasting away while I suffer a fever dream born of guilt? Or am I dead and this is my afterlife? These dread halls and a tormented soul stalking me for all eternity. Guess we decided to go out. The end? Hold up. You're gonna jump scare me one last time, aren't you? No? I'm waiting for it. I'm ready. So that's it. Okay. So that was actually genuinely scarier towards the end. It obviously used a lot of the same tropes of jump scares, but it was actually pretty nice looking in the way it was, and I enjoyed playing that, and it was not too long, which means I don't have a bunch of editing to do. I can just do a normal video, yay! I will link this game in the description, obviously. If you want to go and check it out, it's free on itch.io, and I really hoped you enjoyed this kind of video because I do play a lot of these kind of games on my own. Thought you might as well come along and join in. So that is all for now, and I will see you whenever I next get round to it.